Understanding why your wife always seems angry can feel like unraveling a mystery. It's frustrating, confusing, and often leaves you feeling helpless. You might find yourself walking on eggshells, unsure of what will trigger the next outburst or icy silence. The truth is, her anger might not be as straightforward as it seems. It often points to deeper issues in the dynamics of dating and relationships. By understanding what's really going on and taking meaningful steps, you can change the situation and even strengthen your connection. The first thing to consider is that anger is often a secondary emotion. Beneath her frustration might lie feelings of hurt, disappointment, or even fear. It's not always about you, but sometimes it is. Relationships require constant care and neglect. Intentional or not can lead to resentment. She might feel unheard or undervalued, which can slowly chip away at her patience and make irritability her default response. This is why communication plays such a critical role in any relationship. If she feels like her thoughts or needs aren't being acknowledged, her emotions might bottle up and spill out as anger. In some cases, external stressors could be the root of the issue. Life throws countless challenges our way: work pressure, financial struggles, health concerns, or even managing the kids, and they can take a toll on anyone. If your wife feels overwhelmed, her irritability might not be directed at you, but rather a reflection of her own struggles. However, when her anger manifests within your interactions, it can feel deeply personal. Recognizing the external pressure she's under can help you understand that it might not always be about your actions. Another potential factor lies in unmet expectations. When people enter dating and relationships, they often bring along dreams and hopes for how things will unfold. Over time, if those expectations don't align with reality, frustration can build. Your wife might have envisioned a relationship where she feels deeply supported, where emotional intimacy thrives, or where everyday responsibilities are shared evenly. If she perceives a gap between what she hoped for and what she's experiencing, her emotions might boil over. The key here is understanding her expectations and whether she feels those are being met. It's also worth noting that unresolved issues from the past can create tension. Arguments that weren't fully addressed or situations where one partner felt dismissed can linger, even if they seem minor at the time. These small moments add up, forming a cycle of irritation and frustration. If your wife seems angry often, it's possible that there are unresolved feelings she hasn't expressed, or perhaps feelings she has expressed but feels were ignored. Taking a proactive approach to revisit and resolve these moments can go a long way in breaking the cycle. You also need to consider whether there are differences in communication styles at play. Men and women often approach emotional expression differently, which can lead to misunderstandings. For instance, she might vent about her day not because she's seeking solutions, but because she wants empathy and validation. If your instinct is to jump into problem-solving mode, it might leave her feeling dismissed or misunderstood. These patterns can create frustration for both of you, perpetuating a dynamic where her anger becomes a frequent presence. Self-awareness is crucial in this process. Reflect on your own actions and behaviors. Are there things you might be doing or not doing that contribute to her feelings of anger? It's not about assigning blame, but about understanding how your choices impact the relationship. Perhaps you've been less attentive lately, or maybe you've unintentionally brushed off her concerns. Relationships thrive on mutual effort, and acknowledging your role is an important step toward change. One key takeaway is that active listening can transform the way you connect with your wife. Listening isn't just about hearing the words she says. It's about understanding her emotions, needs, and underlying messages. When she talks, put away distractions, maintain eye contact, and show genuine interest. Reflect on what she's saying and ask clarifying questions if needed. This kind of listening makes her feel seen and valued, which can significantly reduce frustration over time. Another insight is the importance of creating emotional safety in your relationship. Emotional safety means she feels secure expressing her thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment, criticism, or dismissal. If she's built up walls of anger, it might be because she doesn't feel emotionally safe. Reassuring her of your commitment, being open to feedback, and validating her emotions can gradually break down those walls. Another standout point is the role of shared responsibilities in reducing tension. If your wife feels like she's carrying an unfair share of household or parenting duties, it can fuel her frustration. Taking a proactive approach to discuss and redistribute these tasks can alleviate her stress and show her that you're in this partnership together. Small gestures like handling a chore she dislikes or surprising her with a thoughtful act of service can go a long way in shifting the tone of your interactions. It's also essential to address any underlying issues that might be contributing to her anger. Is there a recurring argument or situation that keeps resurfacing? Has something specific triggered this shift in her demeanor? Pinpointing these factors requires honest conversations, patience, and a willingness to work through them together. It's not always easy, but addressing the root cause is the only way to create lasting change. Finally, don't underestimate the importance of self-care for both of you. Sometimes, anger stems from burnout or a lack of personal time. Encouraging your wife to take time for herself, whether it's pursuing a hobby, meeting with friends, or simply relaxing, can help her recharge and reset. Similarly, taking care of your own well-being ensures you have the energy and emotional capacity to support her. In the context of dating and relationships, challenges like frequent anger are opportunities for growth. They force you to reevaluate the dynamics of your partnership, prioritize open communication, and address unspoken needs. While it might feel overwhelming in the moment, these challenges can ultimately strengthen your bond if approached with patience and understanding. Remember, your wife's anger isn't the end of the story, it's a chapter. By showing empathy, taking responsibility, and working together, you can navigate this rough patch and build a healthier, more connected relationship. There's always room to grow, and the effort you put in today will pay off in the future. Every relationship has its ups and downs, but with the right mindset, even the tough moments can bring you closer.